This is the first non-space food Shubhanshu Shukla ate in 18 days. India's astronaut, Shubhanshu Shukla, has safely returned from his space mission to Earth. Upon his return, the first thing he was given to drink was a rehydration solution, similar to oral rehydration salts. This solution, containing water with salts or electrolytes, helps prevent a sudden drop in blood pressure. The medical staff refrains from giving solid food immediately after landing. Instead, within 12 hours, once primary medical checks on blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen levels are completed, astronauts are offered soup, juice, or other liquid diets. If they feel well, light solid foods like fruit or soft bread can be provided. Following a long space flight, the digestive process can slow down, necessitating a gradual reintroduction to food starting with liquids. As Shukla's medical condition remained stable and there were no emergencies, he likely received a light breakfast or meal within 6-12 hours of landing on July 15. Occasionally, astronauts request their favorite foods if they feel up to it. In space, microgravity affects the digestive system, and returning to Earth disrupts the body's fluid balance and blood pressure. Consuming heavy food too soon can lead to dizziness, nausea, or low blood pressure. Thus, astronauts are first stabilized with electrolytes and liquids. If they experience space sickness or a hard landing, they are kept on a liquid diet for a few hours. Normal food is typically introduced after 24 hours, provided their health is stable. This protocol is essential for the body's recovery and to ensure medical safety. In Russia, a different tradition is followed. Astronauts returning to Earth are welcomed with bread and salt. However, NASA does not follow this tradition, making it interesting to know what food and drink India's Shubhanshu Shukla received first after his return. In Russian tradition, bread refers specifically to yeast-leavened bread, not flat breads like chapati or fyulka. It is a soft, kneaded bread made from wheat or rye flour, with a hard crust and a soft interior, baked in an oven. In Russia, bread is regarded as the basis of life and has been a staple in rural communities for centuries. Likewise, salt is seen as a symbol of purity and an essential element of life. In Russia, formerly the Soviet Union, offering bread and salt is an ancient tradition symbolizing welcome, respect, and goodwill. When an astronaut returns from space, the gesture celebrates their safe return to Earth in good health. This custom is also used to honor special guests, soldiers, and national heroes who have served the country. This tradition began in the 1960s with the return of the first Soviet astronauts. Since Yuri Gagarin's historic flight, every Soyuz landing has included a welcome with bread and salt by officials and locals at the landing site. When Gagarin returned to Earth, a peasant woman and her granddaughter were the first to greet him with bread and salt, an act that marked the beginning of this enduring tradition. But in a symbolic form today. The bread and salt ritual is still observed during every Soyuz landing, though not always formally. A medical and reception team is usually present at the landing site, and if weather and safety conditions allow, the tradition is carried out. Russian astronauts returning from the International Space Station are often welcomed this way when they arrive at Star City. Swipe left for next video. And after landing, Russian astronauts are traditionally given apples or other fresh fruits, a refreshing treat after days in space. Tea is also a key part of the cultural ritual. Often served hot with lemon or jam, it helps astronauts feel grounded upon return. While not officially part of the protocol, some astronauts have shared that vodka is occasionally offered during post-landing celebrations. Latest blogs.